What's up, everybody? Got a deck profile for you guys here. It's Exodia, and yes, we're playing Mystic Mine. You have to. It's Exodia. We have to. The objective: draw cards, and your opponent can't do anything. I mean, how much better do we get than that? It's chill, We just don't feel like comboing. You Exodia that mofo, alright? So to get into it, I think I have a really good build for Exodia. I've been playing the deck for quite a while. And I have a lot of good draw power here that I just don't see Exodia players playing. I don't know why. I really just don't know why I don't see Exodia players playing some of these cards. But we will get into that. So first and foremost, obviously, we play the head, the arm, the leg. Debate on switching out a leg for an arm, but I think one of each is probably the best bet. So I'm going with the 5 pieces, obviously. Have to. Alright. Then we play, of course, the way we win this is with Mystic Mine. So we have to play 3, must play 3. Basically, it's Mystic Mine. It's just degenerate, But we have to, we don't have monsters to attack with. We just stun you and then go from there. We play the Terraforming, of course. And then we play Planet Pathfinder. And Planet Pathfinder, since we're not really reliant on our normal summon at all, we can tribute him to get our field spell, which is our Mystic Mine. And then last but not least, the Metaverse. So this is all, so we basically play 6 Mystic Mines. And the objective is we really need to see this thing first. We really need to see this thing firsthand and stop our opponent. Hopefully it doesn't get popped. And we just go from there. So those are our 6 Mystic Mines. Onto the monsters. We play 3, which is the Black Forest. One thing I like to do is like to normal this and then attack into my opponent. And the objective really, is we need to have less life points than our opponent. It sounds weird, but you'll see what I mean later on. We need to have less life points. So I enjoy normaling this and then swinging into anything bigger so to reduce my life points, because as you know, which the Black Forest allows us to get an Exodia piece to our hand when she's sent from field to grave. So it's a double plus, like Exodia piece, and we get our life points reduced, which is good. And then I play only one Swift Scarecrow, and Swift Scarecrow allows me to discard the monster, the hand trap. We discard this card, negate an attack, and then we end their battle phase immediately. So it buys us a turn. And I don't play 3. I don't like playing 3 because, with Exodia pieces and cards in our hand, like we can't afford really to be, having 6 cards at the end of our turn, and with multiple Swift Scarecrows. So I like playing just 1 in there, just in case. I also play now we're getting to draw power. Let's get draw power now. I'll play 1 card D, and we just tribute them away and draw 2 cards. It's really nice for some draw power. The really crappy part about it is that when we do draw those 2 cards, it becomes the end phase, which really sucks. So if we have Mystic Mine out and they have multiple monsters and we are able to resolve this, it's a plus. It's awesome. But turn 1, it kind of can be rough, but it's something. It's some kind of draw power. I would play Upstart, have to, required. Our opponent gains life points, which we want, and then we draw a card. 1 day apiece, another amazing card. We get to dig deeper into our deck. They do also get to draw a card into their deck, but the plus side is we take no damage. So, Power Duality, perfect for the deck. We don't special summon, don't need to, so have to run pot. I play 1 Gold Moon coin. And Gold Moon coin says I can add 2 cards from my hand and then give them to my opponent. Then I draw 2 cards. And this is a good way to dig 2 into your deck. Like if it's turn 1 and I don't see Mystic Mine, but yet I have a Mystic Mine in my hand, or actually, wait, scratch that. If it's turn 1, and I don't have Mystic Mine in my hand, but yet I have a card D and maybe I don't know, there's 2 cards where I just don't need them as much, I can easily just swap out and draw the 2 and really can help me get to that Mystic Mine. Play 1 gold. Oh, what are you doing, cat? Get out of here. So I play the 1 Gold Sarcophagus, mostly to banish a Exodia piece, way 2 standby phases, comes to the hand. Then for some more draw power, cat, get out of the way. Sorry about that, guys. Got a cat walking over the mat like they own the place. Actually, they do. So I play 3 Card of Fate. This is a card I don't see many people playing, and I don't know why. The objective of the Exodia is to just find cards that allows you to dig. That's the whole objective. Is find a card that you can, you activate one to get one into your hand. So Card of Fate does, what it does is, each player chooses 1 card from their deck. Then each player combines it with 4 additional random cards chosen from their deck, then shuffles them, and then your opponent gets to pick one of the 5 cards that goes to your hand, and then they pick, you pick one of the 5 cards that goes to their hand. So there's a 20% chance that you're going to be able to draw the card that you want. And yeah, so do they, but at least we're digging one deeper into it. And hell, it could be one of the Exodia pieces. It could be Mystic Mine. Like it's a -1 and then go +1, and that's what this deck needs to do. Is just draw. So that's why I love Card of Fate. It's another card I don't see people using, and I don't know why. Contract with Dawn 1000, and this is a very interesting, cool card that makes Yu-Gi-Oh very weird to play. So basically, when you activate it, both you and your opponent lose 1,000 life points, right? Then each of you get to draw a card, right? And then you reveal the card that you draw, and then from now on, every time you draw a card, even during their standby phase, during their draw phase, they gotta reveal it. So basically, we get to play with our cards being revealed the entire time. And the cool thing is that no one can normal summon or set as long as they have a spell card revealed. So in other words, if I draw, let's say during my draw phase, card D, I reveal it. So the whole time I'm playing, it stays revealed, right? Things continue as normal, all right? I draw a Metaverse, things continue as normal, right? But as soon as I draw that Gold Sarcophagus and I reveal it, it's a spell. I'm not allowed to normal summon or set as long as I have that spell revealed. So if I want to normal summon Witch of the Black Forest, I have to use this or set it on the field. And if I have no spells revealed, then I can normal this. Now, it hurts us barely, but it hurts them way more. Because we're not, we're looking to not play. We're just trying to chill. I'm just trying to draw cards, you know what I mean? So, but they're the ones who's trying to like normal summon. They're the one who's trying to, get their plays going, and if they can't because of contract with Dawn 1000, then it kind of disrupts them. Plus, we get to see their entire hand. It doesn't matter if they see our entire hand. We're at on the hide. You find out I have these Exodia pieces. Whoa, doesn't matter. And then on to the best card in the deck. This is besides Mystic Mine, because it basically stuns them. This card is insane. This card is crazy, crazy, crazy. If you're not playing Exodia, what's the matter with you? It's crazy, all right? So this is what I meant why I said we need to have lower life points than our opponent. So it says, if your life points are lower than your opponent's, and your opponent controls a monster with the highest attack on the field, even if it's tied, you get to reveal 3 cards with different names from your deck, place them on top in any random order, then draw a card. So basically, you're allowed to go dig for your deck for 3 Exodia pieces and then draw a card immediately. And then the next 2 draws, you're guaranteed the other 2. It's absolutely broken. It's insane. It's awesome. Which is why if you literally start turn 1 with this is a going second deck. Remember, it's going second because we want to draw, we want them to have monsters out, and we want to activate Mystic Mine to stun them. So we want them. So I go second with this deck. So we have dang, what was I forgot. Oh well, anyways, so we put all 3 at the top of our deck, we stun them, and then we get to all 3 pieces, right? Or let's just say you like really Mystic Mine. Well, guess what? You can put Mystic Mine as one of the cards. Mystic Mine, and then Metaverse, and maybe 1 day a piece. So that way it'll buy you some time. So you can, let's say you draw the 1 day a piece, activate it, cool. But you draw into your Mystic Mine, right, or your Metaverse, and then at least you have it there. Now, if we could keep reading Draw of Fate, one of the drawbacks is that it says you can only activate 1 more card or effect after it resolves. So basically, you can't get a terraforming. This is not terraforming, guys, but you can get a terraforming, activate the terraforming, get Mystic Mine, and activate the Mystic Mine. Once you use this, you're down to like 1 more effect. So hopefully, if you get the Mystic Mine, you draw it using Card of Fate, and you activate it. Boom, end turn. Cool, perfect. If You got Mystic Mine. You got 2 more cards that are pretty nice in there, and that's it. If it's like early game and I have no if I have no pieces, I'll normally do a Draw of Fate. I'll do Mystic Mine, and I'll do another Draw of Fate and an Exodia piece. It depends on like your game state, but like it's pretty common for me to also put Draw of Fate as one of the cards too. That way you can dig 2 pieces, and then when you draw Draw of Fate, you activate that. But of course, don't, if you draw the Draw of Fate, you know, don't activate it, you know, like too soon, because you got 2 more Exodia pieces. So wait to draw the pieces, of course, activate, get the last 3, and you get to draw them. And it's, I mean, GG's, you know, it's awesome. So get out of my face. So we play next Wonder Wand. This is for our Black Witch. We get out Black Witch, and we equip the to her, and we don't care about the attack boost, but we just tribute her away. We tribute her as spellcaster, and then we get to draw 2 cards. So we draw 2 cards, and also we get to get the Exodia piece. It's awesome. And this, here we go. Goddess Skull Oracle. This is what makes this is what protects our Mystic Mine right here. We don't need field barrier if we have this baby right here. So what she does, I'm just gonna skip what she does. All right, like all the stuff. What I'll say is this: every turn during your main phase, I'm allowed to look at the top 3 cards. I'm allowed to. Now your opponent, right? So you get to see what's in their deck. They don't get to. So you get to manhandle all up in their cards. They can't do not a damn thing about it. It's nice. You just handle their cards, right? You take the top 3 cards of their deck. You get to look at them. Then you get to rearrange them in any single order you want. So if they rock in a Twin Twisters, if they're rocking Harpy's Feather Duster, which is legal now. If they're rocking MST, because they're just bold like that, they rock the MST. And we see it. I don't think so. Every single main phase, we get to shuffle that thing to the 3rd spot every time. So we prevent them from getting that thing that's gonna pop Mystic Mine. And this, with Mystic Mine on the field and Skull and Goddess on the field, it's like game. It's awesome. Like we control whatever they draw. We get to see what they draw, and we just keep drawing cards. Now the drawback is that you can't normal summon or special summon for the rest of the turn. So make sure you normal your cards. You do whatever you're gonna do. You special your cards, and then you activate this last. If you activate this first, you can't normal at all unless you have nothing normal. Then hey, you're all good. So this is an amazing card. Skull Goddess right here with Mystic Mine. This is what makes our deck win right here. This is how we draw cards. We control what they draw, and then we don't let them attack or activate monster effects, and that's it. Simple as that. And for the traps, I play 2 Threatening Roars. I think 2 is good enough. I don't think 3, because we can get tied up. Our back row can get tied up, with Goddess, and then we have Dawn 1000, right? It's a continuous, so it can clog up your back row. If you got, let's just say, like a Threatening Roar set there as well, and then you got another Dawn 1000, and you do another Dawn 1000, so you can see, and you only got 1 more spot to activate all your spells, right? So it can get clogged up. So I'm not a fan of running multiple Threatening Roars, and so I run 2. I think 2 is pretty good. And then last is our extra deck. Extra deck is very simple. I only have 5 cards in my extra deck. I probably bluff it up to 15 just so that way it's just filled with stuff, really. But this is just generic cards that basically gets rid of tokens. 2 monsters, 1. They're just basic. I don't want monsters on my battlefield. I don't. So if I have monsters, somehow they get monsters. I don't know, some way, and I get tokens out. I can link them away, and then swing, destroy himself, and then keep doing my thing. Except Clara. This is a really good way to trigger your Witch of the Black Forest. So if I want to be safe, right, and I don't want to swing, I can normal Witch of the Black Forest, right? Main phase 2, you can't link summon her except in main phase 2, and all she requires is a normal summon or set monster. So I can normal her, go main phase 2, and then, or main phase 2 normal, and then I can go ahead and link her away. And when I link her away, I get an Exodia piece. I like to do this game. I like to do this like with my last piece normally. or if I really want to get that piece really bad. But typically, last piece I'll do this, and it can steal a game. It can do some pretty good. So because remember, this can only be special summon in main phase 2, so you can't destroy her. She'll be a dead body just sitting there. You know, like if you go into this without that final piece, zero attack she has, and you can't swing and destroy her and attacking something weak. Yes, we want less life points, but we're not at the same time trying to take something like 5k 4k to the face. So, and that's it. That's my little Exodia deck. It's just based on draw power, really. Draw power, draw, Exodia, GG's, you know. And that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Short, simple, sweet. Other than that, you know, that's it. Peace.